Hey guys, this is James. I am the Rambling Dasher, and we are headed out for another dash. And guess what? As soon as I got to the car, boom, I don't even have stuff set up, but I got a $10 plus order. Oh, trash cans are still out, and my neighbor, who I would normally rely on to bring mine in, or I bring his in, they left to go out of town today. So both our trash cans are still out. So I will try to remember to get those tonight. But there's some people blocking the view of the trash cans who go to our pool. Anyway, so we're back for another dash. So, and my GPS volume is on, so let me turn that off so I can miss all of my turns. So really, if you're new to this channel, which most likely you are, we do a little just rambling about random things. We try to stick to a lot of DoorDash things and just you know, accepting, not accepting, trying to meet goals, trying to meet daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, trying to get you know, status or no status. Do we accept or decline a freaking order? What's our minimum? What's the, what, you know, is there a maximum? No. Is there a maximum number of miles you're willing to go? Well, if the price is right, then yes. But you know, I hate those like 15 mile an hour or 15 mile orders, just because it takes me to either places I don't want to be or places where it's going to be the 15-mile drive back, because it takes me out in the middle of nowhere, right? So it's got to be worth your while. You know, if you think about 15 miles, it's probably going to take you an hour round trip. So it needs to be a good delivery for something like that. So anyway, I'm really flabbergasted today because yesterday's dash was all about small orders. I did 15 deliveries and got around 95 bucks. My goal was 100 in 6 hours, and I did not get the 100, but we got awful close and we tried our hardest. But the biggest order I got was $9. I had two 875s. I had stacked orders that were total of $9 or less. I'm just like busting it trying to get those dollars out there. I will tell you, I had a stacked order at the very end that was $5.75 plus a $3 one, and both orders, well, the $3 one actually left a $1 tip. The $5.75 was just base pay. But then when I was coming home, after I badmouthed them all the way home, they gave me $2. So I think they could feel it or something. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Well, I may have badmouthed them a little bit. I don't know. I may have done it online, or I could have just kept it to myself. But you know, either which way, I know that sometimes people can't afford tips. Some people just don't know any better. Some people don't know that we're out here doing a service for an individual who like has a vehicle, and they could get up off their rear end and go do it, and yet they're choosing someone else to do it. And if you choose not to tip your driver, that's kind of saying, you know, hey, do this thing so for just, and do it for me for free, basically, because you know, $2 or whatever the base pay is nothing. I'm trying to remember where the heck am I going. I think I gotta go to Papa John's. I almost turned down that road, which I can get there. I just have to go through a parking lot. But that was Pizza Hut. I have told people, is like, hey, I'm at Pizza Hut, they're making your orders, and I didn't order anything from Pizza Hut. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm at Papa John's. Because like, I don't know which one I'm at. Anyway. But yeah, so we talk about a lot of things, and I tend to ramble on about things and get sidetracked and down rabbit holes and whatever. So we just try to have fun. Every once in a while I might say something funny. Yeah, right. Anyway, depends on who you're listening to, right? So anyway, I am at this Papa John's. I know it's not gonna be ready because it was like 4 minutes ago and I just got the order, and no, it's not gonna be ready. But I'm gonna go ahead in there and make sure that they've got it, that they, I mean, the one time I went in there and they were getting it off, and the dude slides his thing sideways, and instead of sliding the little tray underneath the pizza, it just knocked the pizza on the ground. So guess who got to wait a while? Anyway, all right, I'm gonna go grab this pizza. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. You got the pizzas in the bag back there, and we are. I thought I saw a car behind me, but it must have parked. Okay. So we got to go down the freeway a little ways and cross over. So no big deal. Oh, it's hot though. It is hot. Why you guys let it get so hot? All my ice is melting. All right, people, we're going. I will go. You ever get your ice cold beverage in a plastic container and it feels like it has a leak in it? It's dripping so much from condensation. Whew. It is hot today. I don't know. This weather is a bit on the hot side. Yeah. Testing. Okay. I can hear. So the other day I did a video and I forgot to charge these my mic and the receiver down here, and yeah, they went dead. So it turns out it wasn't that much of the video that was just totally silent, but you know, I don't know, I can't remember how much, maybe like 12 minutes or so. I'm sure it was my best ramble of the year in that 12 minutes. So I will tell you, in the last couple days we hit dash number 50, or video number 50, episode number 50. Some nights we do 2 videos in one dash just because they're so long, and I kind of break it down and then I do a what I call a dashing in the dark video. So yeah, on long nights, and today's not a normal long night, but because I missed Tuesday for some family stuff, I'm doing a long night again tonight. So fingers crossed I can get $100 and get that out of the way. It's already been 32 minutes or so since I started the dash, and I still haven't delivered this food. So but we're on our way, right? And it says we'll be there in 5 minutes. It's at an apartment complex, so it usually takes a minute or two to actually find the place. So there's that, right? There is that. Well, I thought these people were going to turn. They're just driving slow, and they're all stacked up, and I gotta turn right up here. So anyway, so yeah, Rambling Dasher. I've been doing this since April, but I took a month off in May and part of June. So we did a month-long work trip to Portugal. So we let the kids stay at the house and take care of the animals, and we took off and went to Portugal for the month to just test this theory of living on the cheap in a different country. Well, that was a theory. I know we can do it. It's just whether or not we treat it as a vacation or we treat it as living every day, day to day. And we did not treat it as though it was day to day. It was an expensive vacation. It was more like a, hey, we're just going to stay in one place. We rented an apartment and we stayed there the whole time. I think it was 29 nights. We were gone for right at 5 weeks, and so I took the first week off of vacation. I took the last week off of vacation. Somewhere in the middle there was Memorial Weekend, and then, was it Memorial? Yeah, Memorial Weekend, and then we had or I took a couple of extra days off, so I really only worked three 4-day weeks while I was there. My girlfriend, on the other hand, her company says, just go ahead and take the 5 weeks paid vacation. I'm like, what? So it worked out well, because neither one of us are early risers, but yeah, I'm a little bit more early than her. And going towards the east, it is not an easy transition because it's just earlier, right? So I got over there and I wasn't okay, but I got up, right? My goal was to do like 9 to 5 and just work through lunch. And my 9 o'clock and we both work remote anyway, but my 9 o'clock there was like 4 o'clock Eastern time, which is where I work out of, Eastern time, even though I live in Central. So so that wasn't good, but guess what? The afternoon lined up perfectly. So my like 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock time frame was there 8 to noon. So whenever I had to schedule calls and things like that, then we just did it in their morning time, my afternoons, and then after 5 o'clock, dude, we were out walking the city, doing all kinds of stuff and going finding new places, nooks and cranny places to eat and all that. So we had a really good time. But yeah, when I came back, guess what? No status. So the last 2 to 3 weeks, it took me 11 dashes to build up my 0 deliveries in 30 days, to get it back after 11 dashes, which was 11 different days. And it took me from a Monday through 1 week, 2 weeks, and the next Wednesday. So crazy. But without status, I really felt like I wasn't getting any good orders. And then even with status last night, the orders all sucked. I mean, I still ended up with $90, but it was a tough 90 last night. All right, I'm gonna go find these people, deliver their food, and I will be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Before I could even look at the other numbers, I did see that it was $13.17. So look at that. And then I just got an order for 11 something miles, but it's 19 bucks. So if it takes me an hour, it's worth it. So headed back over across the freeway, back to close to where we just picked up at a different pizza place called Different Dough Pizza Co. So if you ever are in Bryant, Arkansas, and you haven't tried Different Dough Pizza Co., I highly recommend getting the double pepperoni Detroit. It's just pepperoni pizza. It's a rectangle. They got burnt cheese around the edge on the crust. It's not burnt, but still crispy. Mozzarella. I don't know what all he puts on there, but the sauce is excellent, and the sauce goes on top. Pepperonis, 2 different kinds of pepperoni. Excellent, excellent, excellent pizza. I don't like, their New York is good, but I don't get it. I always just get this Detroit. It is my favorite. Number one, it's within, you know, it's like one of the closest pizza places to where I live, and coincidentally this dude is right there. And then on top of that, he's just a really good guy. My other favorite of all time place is in Hot Springs, and they've even put one in Little Rock that we haven't even gone to yet. We've been kind of lax on getting out of Bryant lately. We went over to North Little Rock the other day, but yeah, but anyway, Different Dough Pizza Co. If you have an opportunity, either DoorDash it or just run in and grab some. I would say it takes about 20 minutes to fix if you dine in. It's a really small dining area, probably about 6-8 tables, but it's a nice little place. And yeah, I would just tell him that James from Tip Top Chew sent you that way, and he'll know who it is. So if you don't know, I do have a foodie page in addition to doing the Rambling Dasher. The foodie page is called Tip Top Chew, right? And I just put on food. I don't do too much in the way of I don't do any kind of I don't know what you call it anymore. I can't remember. There's no real critique going on. If it's good food, it gets pictures posted on there, and that's when I'm not being lazy. So I kind of wore myself out when we were in Portugal, because we were posting food every single day, maybe twice a day. But yeah, and I haven't posted a single thing since I've been back. I'm still missing like the last 2 or 3 days in Portugal that I haven't posted. So, and we've been home almost a month now. I think we got home on the 5th. So yeah, it's been quite crazy. It doesn't seem like we've been home for a month, but it does in a way. But it's also like when you stay busy, you don't realize how fast time's going. And it seems like we've just been between DoorDash and our regular jobs and doing stuff with the kids, and now the kids are gone because my daughter's moving to Japan, and my son and his mom and their aunt all went over there to get her moved in, and they'll all be gone for like 10 days. So now it's a little bit quieter. I'm still doing the dashing, but I'm taking off. Well, I say I'm taking off the weekend, but so prior to going to Portugal, I was dashing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I would do Monday, Wednesday, Friday as late, meaning about 6 hours, and then on Tuesday, Thursday, I would do 3 hours. And the goal was to get 100 on the long days, or 350 on the short days, so a total for the week of $400. Some weeks I got it, some weeks I didn't get it. So now I am cutting back on Fridays, so that I have more time to spend with the people I care about, and which is going to take a chunk of change out of my door dashing dollars. So I just really have to make sure that I get as much as I can in those 4 days, Monday through Thursday. So I did not dash on Tuesday. Oh, I did not want to turn on this road. I should have kept going straight. Oh well. I missed Tuesday because we were doing the last dinner before they left on their flights on Wednesday, yesterday. I do know that they made it to Toronto, but they had one more flight to go to Nagoya, and I haven't heard from them since then because I'm sure they were crashing. And when I got up this morning, it was like 10:45 their time, so I know that was really late. So I didn't want to bug them and try to call them and all that stuff. I think I did send them a text, but I haven't heard anything. So I know they're doing fine, but it's still just kind of like, it's a long ways away from home, and you just kind of worry about your kids. So anyway, I know they're having a blast, and I think tomorrow, which they're already on tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time it is, but I know this morning it was 10:45, so they're already on tomorrow. But on the 4th, my daughter had to go to something associated with her school that she's going to, and then I don't know, they were going to take a train to Tokyo, and then they're spend time in Tokyo, and then they're coming back. So I don't know, they're just crazy all over the place. But anyway, I'm looking forward to hearing from them, hopefully, soon. I might send them a text if I have to wait on this pizza. So anyway, all right, well, I am going to run in and grab this pizza. Hey, thank you guys for following along. If you stuck around this far in this video, it is much appreciated. And I just yeah, thank you. So I'll be right back after I grab this pizza. It'll be a couple minutes. Bye. All right, guys, here we go. We didn't take too long to get that pizza. I did get a picture of his new oven and posted it on my foodie page. So if you want to check it out, go to Tip Top Chew on Facebook. Yeah, one thing I don't like is delivering his pizza, because I would much rather eat it. But sometimes you do what you got to do, right? So, first order, 1 hour. Second order, maybe an hour. But it says 23 minutes to get it delivered. So, it said 20 minutes the way I was going before. Is this still... I don't know where the heck this thing is taking me. But it's taking me a long ways around. So just because I'm going on the freeway or the access road, it's trying to take me down to another way, rather than I'm just getting to the overpass a different way. So I don't know what its deal is, but I'm gonna tell you right now, DoorDash GPS sucks. They need to update it like yesterday, because it is ridiculously bad. Like right now, it's telling me to turn here, go up to a stoplight, and turn left, when I can just drive underneath the freeway and loop around and stay in an exit or the on-ramp lane to merge on with no stoplights. Why would it even do that? So it's telling me 21 minutes to go straight a long way around. When I hit this loop here, I guarantee you it will drop to 15 minutes. So it's telling me to take a route that says 21 minutes, and as soon as I go a different route that I know is shorter, DoorDash, you can do better. Are you trying to give me bad remarks? Are you trying to get my ratings lowered? What's up with that? Speaking of ratings, something I try to do is just be open and transparent. If you guys will have any questions or want to make comments, I will be happy to discuss them, either privately or through this forum. But yeah, I try to go through all of my stuff every time I do a dash as well. So let's see what I can find. So my current earnings for this week, I'm at $177.75, and I made a $4 cash tip yesterday and a $7, maybe, well, I'll say $6 cash tip on Monday. So that's extra $10, so $187.75. And then that was just for Monday and Wednesday, right? So almost $200. The goal was $200, and I got 187, almost maybe 188. Then my ratings right now are, let's take these glasses off. So I'm looking at these, I think the first time today. So my acceptance rate is at 89, and I'll tell you, it was at 96 after accepting those 100 orders in a row to get my status back. But then the other night, on, I think it was Monday night, I was trying to get $100, and I got the $100. I accepted the last order that would have put me over $100, but I get to Sonic and they say, oh, we don't have that order. And I'm like, okay. So I jumped out, and said, hey, okay, so dash now, accept another order, whatever. And I got 7 total horrible orders in a row. And I just needed something that was $4 for even 4 miles I would have taken. But I was getting $2 for 6 miles, $4 for 8 miles, $4 for 10 miles. I'm like, I got 7 crap orders in a row and declined them all, and went from 96 to 89 in less than a minute. And I was like, I gotta shut the dash off before they send me more. And I was like, this is ridiculous. I still feel irate about it 3 days later. Yeah, so that was not pretty. Anyway, so acceptance rate of 89, completion rate at 99, on time or early, which I feel frustrated and slighted about this, because I've been at 93 for like a year, right? And then all of a sudden, when I get back from being in Portugal, somehow I dropped to 92, and I don't know how or what. But anyway, I don't know how. I can't get that metric to move. My customer rating is 5.0. Deliveries in the last 30 days is at 137. Oh, look at that. I have jumped up over the 2,700 mark to 2,704 on lifetime deliveries. So, little heads up is me. I work a full-time job. I do this after work Monday through Thursday now. I started doing it because my daughter was doing it when she first started in January of 24. And let's see what these people sent me a message. Our first time ordering from here, given a chance since Larry's closed. Oh, Larry's is closed. That's sad. Sorry, I'm sending them a long message evidently. All right. So anyway, I mentioned it last night's video. I drove by Larry's and I was like, I hadn't got any order for Larry's lately. I drove by there and the parking lot was empty. And I was like, what's going on here? And wow, if they close, that's kind of sad. So I put on there, Larry's closed? What? And so I hope you love this. What does it say? I hope you love this one as much as I do. My favorite is the double pepperoni Detroit. Larry's closed. Did I miss a turn? No. I still got 5 more miles, 9 more minutes. Anyway, background on me, if you're the first time watcher and you made it this far in the video, my daughter started it. She came home from college and for the winter break, and she didn't find herself a job before she got home, and so she was like, I'm just gonna DoorDash. And I was like, all right. So they would go out there, sit around, not do anything, not find any money, you know, and nothing, right? Next day, go out. Well, we got tired and we just came back home. And I'm like, okay. So the last week before she had to go back home, I was like, all right, let's just take a chance and run out there and see what kind of money we can make. And I took time to go with her to do this. And we, in 3 nights, in the middle of the week, at nighttime, we made like $287. And I was like, so yeah, I gave it to her and she went on her way. But after that, I was like, if she can do that, if I can do that, here's the deal, is like, I can do it and it's not a big deal. The reality with me for door dashing is that it's easier for me to do door dashing than it is to do my real job. Because my real job, I have to dig around and find things to do, find things that need to be worked on, and it's all about me, because my boss at my other job, they don't tell me what to do. Every once in a while, like today, I got an email saying, hey, something's broke, can you look into it? Well, yeah. So I troubleshooted it for a couple hours, and then it's like, just by chance, I saw something that looked out of place, and it's all computer software, electronic medical records, so sorry. But yeah, I saw this one little thing, and I was like, that looks weird, that's odd. And sure enough, someone created this odd entry in there, so somehow, and didn't give it a title or a code or something. And anytime it saw this blank in this field, then it grabbed that blank entry with a title and it pulled it in there and broke all this other stuff. And I'm just like, what the heck? But I was glad that I found that. I felt like something like, I don't know, just a little bit of source of pride that I was able to discover what the problem was and get it rectified. So every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds a nut, right? So anyway, so when she went back to college, I was like, you know what? I need extra money. I'm always looking for ways to make extra money. Let's do DoorDash. And the reality for me is DoorDash is, it's nice for someone to say, do this, and you don't have to think about it. It all shows up right there on my phone. Go pick up this order. Go deliver it here. Okay? Okay? So that's easy, simple, easy peasy. And then I turn into little games, like, because I like numbers and trying to meet little goals. Like, I'm trying to get $10 per hour average. I'm trying to get $100 a night. I'm trying to get $300 a week. You know, stuff like that. So what can I do to get those goals met? What can I do over, above, and beyond than just picking up the order and delivering it? So I've come up with systems. I don't know if they're any good. I feel like they're better than not. Of getting extra tips. So being extra nice and getting ratings. So I do those things and trying to get extra tips, because the reality with door dashing is we are not here because we're doing community service, right? I'm not anyway. And I've never met a dasher that said, you know what, I'm here for the greater good. No, we're here because we need to make extra money. Whatever that need is. For me, it's different than you. It's different than other people. Some people have real needs. I have a little bit of real need, but I have a lot of want, right? And the lot of want that I want, it's worth it for me to do this mindless DoorDash to get to where I want to go. And typically that's travel. So I make almost enough with my real job to pay all my bills, but then I use a little bit of DoorDash money and extra to go out into the world. So we did a trip to Sedona, Arizona last Christmas. We did the month in Portugal. DoorDash has allowed me to do a lot of things that I never would have thought, but it has. And then I started doing this channel in April. So I've been doing DoorDash since January of 24. So a year and a half or so. But I started doing this channel in April. Now my son has had a channel for 3 or 4 years that's monetized, but he doesn't make a lot of money at it. He could. I'm not gonna say he can make a lot, but he could grow his channel. He could do a lot of things. He just doesn't really want to. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. I'm like, you're playing video games anyway. You might as well put them on your YouTube channel. And he's like, yeah, but then I gotta stay on all the time. You know, I'm like, no, you don't. You just gotta be yourself. But anyway. He had one of his better months this last month, and he broke over $5, which, you know, we were both ecstatic and giving high fives because we busted through a $5 range. I mean, he's been monetized for like 3 or 4, 5, maybe not 5 years. We got monetized somewhere during COVID because I was sitting at home a lot. And but anyway, yeah, he hasn't had $5 months. Is kind of rare. I mean, it probably in the last 6 months he didn't make $5 whole. So in 1 month, a lot of it has to do with being out of school, and it's like, hey, I'm gonna go do live stream. I'm gonna go post some videos. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. So if he really got after it, he could probably make, you know, easily 10. I bet. And here is my personal thing. I bet you anything that he could progressively make more money every month if he was consistent. But he's not very consistent. So, but it is what it is. It's his channel. He does with it what as he chooses. Did I miss my turn? I must have missed my turn. I hate it when I miss my turn. I'm gonna turn around in these people's driveway. And there's a car coming. And they're going to be just as surprised as I am that someone's turning around in the driveway. Oh, hang on, people. Come flying around that corner with your hood scoop on your Honda Accord. Whether that's a Accord or a Civic, I can't tell. this is why I hate DoorDash as well, because they tell you to turn on, but it doesn't say a road, so that's how you know it's a driveway, but they don't tell you the address. So you have to back out of the GPS and go look at the address, and then you're like, oh yeah, it's this address on this road. Anyway, so I'm at these people's long dirt driveway. I'm gonna go deliver this pizza. We'll be right back. All right, guys, that one was $5.25 with a $13.75 tip. So thank you guys so much for that extra tip. There's, oh, my daughter has liked my picture on Facebook. Ding ding message. Okay, ding. Oh, I got a short out today, and basically it just says if you ever want to give up and eat pizza. It looks really blurry. Is that because I don't have my glasses on, or is that some other reason? So that's funny. All right, just bear with me a second. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. It says that we did an hour and 17 minutes and we're at 32:17. So far so good. I just got to get back into town and find another order. But hey, I am going to hit the pause button while we're just driving here, and we'll pick it back up when we get some more orders. So we'll see you in a second. All right. Oh, sorry. So, wow. So we got an order for Logan's, and I just pulled into the parking lot. It was a 9, I can't do it with my plus order. So, and I am kind of worried because I didn't pay any attention to how far it was. So we're fixing to find out. I'm gonna go pick up this food. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. The sun is bright tonight. It is hot out here. I'm eating snacks of carrots, blueberries, almonds, tomatoes, and cheddar cheese. So, yeah, why not? So, it says 1 mile, and it's going to take 6 minutes to get there. Not a bad deal, considering they had the food ready. It's a rare occurrence when they have the food ready. And if I'm not mistaken, this order did say $9 plus. So, it's hard not to get your hopes up when you see the plus, because you just never know. I've seen it as little as 25 cents. The one from earlier tonight was $10 plus, and it was $13.17. So I don't know how they came up with that number, but we'll take it. But I'm always happy to see that plus sign, because it just means that, hey, this isn't the final amount. Try to impress them to get even more. I don't know. This is what I don't know. Does the customer choose to put the plus sign on there to keep it hidden? Does DoorDash do that? I don't know. But I'm always a little giddy about it. I look forward to seeing what it's going to be. Oh, traffic is out tonight. So the night before the holiday, and you guys probably won't see this video until at least 2 more weeks, because I am horrible about getting these videos turned out. So maybe this weekend I can sit down and get some videos out. I know I will be binge watching The Diplomat. I think there's only 2 seasons, and it said that a new season is coming out maybe this fall or something. I can't remember. But the 2 episodes I did watch, I was like, oh, like little cliffhangers. The one dude, I don't know if he's a good guy or bad guy, but he's never well, I can't remember. I only know him from one show, right? And that one show is, he was the douchebag boyfriend of Kate Winslet in The Holiday, except he was never her boyfriend, right? He comes to see her and is like, hey, I want to, you know, I didn't bring your Christmas present, blah, 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 and maybe we can hook up later. And then he announces to the whole newspaper that they both working for that he is getting married to another person that works at the newspaper. And she's standing there, and I'm just like, what a douchebag. And so she goes on holiday, and he comes to visit her. And I'm just like, And he's kind of the same kind of guy, except married to the other, the, I don't know if she's supposed to be the star of the show, the lead, which is Carrie, I don't know what her name is, Carrie something. I can't think of her last name right now. Anyway, Carrie Russell. I saw Carrie Russell in a play one time in New York City. And she was in the play with that, Adam Driver. I am, especially because of this play, but from other stuff, I'm just not a big Adam Driver fan. So, I don't know. These people are like, why is he pulling all the way up in my driveway? I'm like, 'cause this got shade. Alright, I'm going to go deliver this piece. Or whatever I'm delivering. I'm going to deliver it. Alright, so this one says, oh, and I just got another order. It's 9.4 miles with 6.75. So I'll accept it. It's alright. Jeez, my phone is going crazy. So here's the deal. That one was $9, but it was in the plus. And so I get it, and it's $9.61. It's okay. It was a mile. But after that, a customer added a $10 tip on a Logan's order. Keep up the great work. So that's freaking awesome. 10 extra bucks on that Logan, so it was $19. So, okay, back out of here. Back out of here. Go back into this people's message. Crystal somebody. And I am going to put on here, thank you for the extra exclamation, much appreciated. do. So that was freaking awesome. That puts me at $51.78 in 2 hours. So let's keep it rolling. So this next one is that's over $25 an hour because I haven't even been gone 2 hours yet. So yeah. So I appreciate people appreciating me. I don't know if there's cars down there at Larry's or not. I can't tell. It is crazy amount of traffic right now. Really, I don't even have to get out of the center lane, even though you're not supposed to drive in the center lane, but I gotta turn right here. And I just got another $6 plus added to this one. So I got a $6.75 and a $6 plus order. So that makes it $12.75 for 2 drop-offs, 2 pickups, 2 drop-offs. I will take it. I will take it. Where am I picking? Oh, Sharks. I like how Sharks is down here, and there's a big old sign in the window that says under new management. I'm like, they've been there like 3 or 4 months, and they're like under new management. Alright. It is kind of crowded in this parking lot tonight. A lot of people got a 3-day weekend. I guess they're going out to eat. Alright, I'm gonna go pick this up. We'll be right back. Alright guys, it is an oven out here. It's an oven in the car. It took me probably 15 plus minutes to get all that food from 2 different places. But we finally have it, and we are out 9 minutes to the first one. So, boom. Order's ready. I got people posting comments on something that I posted as my DoorDash. So this one person looks like a scammer. Alright, let's see. Yep, scam. So I just hit the laugh button just to get more boost on my Facebook page. Right, laugh. And then what did this person do? It looks like more scam, so more laugh. Don't know what they're doing. Anyway. Okay. Oh, wow, it is hot out there. I'm burning up. I got la la la. Okay. It is crazy out tonight. This parking lot is backed up with cars going left and right. Are you trying to turn in here, or are you just gonna go? I don't know what you're doing, but come on, people. I guess he's turning in with no blinker. It was like Yeah, I'm turning where you're coming out of, but I'm not gonna let you know. My cheese is getting a little melty. My veggie fruit trays turned into nachos. I don't know where I'm going. This is taking me down the freeway. I guess we'll go down the freeway. Yeah, I don't know what's going on at Larry's, but it is definitely... There's a sign on the door. I'm gonna go up. There's somebody else reading it right now, but I'm gonna go up and read it as well. Instead of delivering these people's food. Okay, they're just closed for the week. Good times. Alright, they had me scared there. People are like, I saw them, there was like nobody there yesterday. And that customer earlier said, since Larry's closed. I'm like, what? So Larry's Pizza in Bryant closed this week. And we'll be back on 7/7. Good for them. That's got to be the hard part, especially for me, because I'm like, I want to go on vacations all the time. If you own a business like a restaurant, alright. Sorry if that AC is loud. I just cranked it up a bit. I feel like sweat's pouring down on my forehead. Alright, I'll tell you what. I'm going to eat these snacks, and I'll catch up with you on the other side of this delivery. Alright guys, so we got the first of the two delivered. It was a $6 plus. Came out to be $6.50. So 2 hours and 21 minutes, we're at the $58.28. I gotta deliver this next one, so I'm gonna send them a message real quick. Boom. Send a meme. We're going with the, I don't remember who the name was on this one. I'm just gonna say it's on the way with Johnny Depp. And directions. 7 minutes, 3 miles. Alright, so we're on our way. And yeah, we're gonna knock it out. If I can get out of here without hitting anything. No mailbox on that side. Boom, no cars coming. Okay. And did I go the wrong way? Yes, I did. It wants me to go 7 minutes either way. So we'll go this way. Seeing how this is the way we're going. Alright, I'm gonna go deliver this. We'll catch up with you on the back side of that. All right, so we got that one delivered. It is $6.75. I haven't looked at the actual order yet, but I have a sneaky suspicion it was a 0 tip. Nope. $5.25 with $1.50. So thank you guys. I have no idea if it's the right place. I think it is. It's the right address, but it looks like a vacant house. Had a keypad on there. They have a grass driveway. I am just going to turn around in this grass driveway because I can't chance backing out this road onto this road. It's quite dangerous. But yeah, 2 hours and 33 minutes. We're up to 6503. Continue dashing. So let's go. Snacks are all gone. There's probably way too much snacks, or not too much, but enough to make a meal. But I've gone through all my cran mango drink here. Have some watered down pink stuff. If I don't get an order, I'm going to stop at a Circle K up here and get me another drink and a bunch of crunchy ice. Woo! So those last two orders were my least of the night, but together, not a bad deal. Almost $12, $13. Good night. This one is $19.50 for, holy crap, 18 miles. That's gonna take an hour, if not more. 16 items at Papa John's. Are you freaking kidding me? There ain't no way that's gonna fit in a pizza bag. But we're gonna deliver it. Maybe we'll get a bigger tip. Maybe. All right. But I wonder how long is it going to take Papa John's to fix this? That's 14 minutes away. Good night. This is the Papa John's in... Where the heck is that? That's the Papa John's in Bryant. 8 miles away, so maybe the delivery on it won't be as far, seeing how I gotta get there. So you know what? I'm gonna stop and get me a drink, seeing how it's gonna take me 13 minutes to get there, and then they probably won't have it done. So, alright. So, close to a $20 order. It's gonna take me about an hour to deliver it. So it's 6:43 now, so we'll see if we can get it done in an hour. So, I'm gonna hit pause here and we'll be back in a few. All right, guys. Wow. That was quite the long wait, but I knew it was going to be a long time. Let's see. I sent them the first message at 7:08 and it is 7:30 now. So that was 22 minutes. And then I went in there and I said, how much time? He's like, 8 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes later I get the food. But that's the way it goes. They are slammed. They had like 6 DoorDashers in there, so I'm talking to one of them. He's like, oh, I gotta get directions. He's like, yeah, this is only a $5 order, and he's been waiting there for like 15 minutes, and then he just like cancels it and walks out the door. And I get it, because that's a major pain to have to do that. I'm home, dude. All right, if you're just gonna sit there, I will go. It's like the first one to pull up and stop is the first one to go, right? And I always hate it when you're the last one to pull up and you're the first one to go, because you're waiting for them to go and they just sit there. I don't know if they think, oh, it's the person on the right, even if they showed up late to the party. And I'm like, no, it's the first person that shows up. It's only the person to the right if you pull up at exactly the same time. At least that's the way I remember it from 40 years ago when I took the test. But at least while I was in there, my kids were sending me text messages and stuff, so they woke up. It's 9, I don't know, it's probably like 9:30 there. It's 14 hours. So I don't know if I mentioned it. This was a 20-minute delivery. So 20 minutes to get there, 20 minutes to get to the freaking Papa John's, 20 minutes waiting on them to bring out the food, and then 20 minutes to deliver it. And I was like, it's gonna take me an hour. Well, really, it's gonna take me an hour and 20 minutes because I gotta come back. And where I'm going, there ain't nothing. I'm lucky there's a road and I don't have to get out a machete to clear a path. But yeah, I talked to a couple other dashers in there. So one of them, we were talking about, you know, like it's the low orders and this, that, and another, and oversaturation of drivers and stuff like that. So other people think the same things that I do. So anyway, well, I tell you what, I grabbed me some Doritos and I ate some chicken earlier from Circle K. So I'm gonna eat these Doritos and go deliver this stuff. So I will catch you on the other side of this delivery. Yeah, so we'll see you then. All right, guys, we are out in the middle of nowhere. There's a huge neighborhood way. What did I do? Somehow wedged myself in between garbage cans and a vehicle. Anyway, so yeah, we are way out in the middle of nowhere, and there's this huge neighborhood out here. I was like, why would they build this neighborhood just out in the middle of like timber country or something, you know? But they did. But anyway, so with that, that was $19.75. It's 6 out of 6 offers accepted. 3 hours and 45 minutes, $84.78. So almost $85 in a little bit less than 4 hours. So and that was $9.75 on the dash, which is that's a crazy long dash pay, right? So a base pay for almost $10 is unheard of, and then a $10 tip on top of that. So yeah, not a bad deal for well, what ends up is going to be a little bit over an hour. An hour and 20 minutes or hour and 10 minutes or so. So I feel good about it. I feel good about getting 85 bucks so far, and it's not even 8 o'clock yet. I promise you that is a record. Maybe I'd like to get, I know it's not quite 8 o'clock yet. I'm gonna stop at 10 tonight and get home, watch a little TV, knowing I don't have to work tomorrow. It just doesn't really feel like a holiday week. I don't know why, but normally you rarely ever get a holiday on a Friday. It's always on Monday, so it feels weird in that regard. So all right, I'm gonna hit pause. We're gonna get back into town, and we'll catch you on the other side. See you in a minute. All right, guys. We are back after an extended. Let me get these little things plugged in here, because they are about to die. Maybe. Alright, that one looks like it's charging. Hey, so yeah, it was a good 40-minute plus wait on an order from Papa John's, and yeah, so here we are, 40 minutes into a delivery, and it says 10 minutes to deliver it. So yeah, I don't know. I think this might just be my last order, but I don't know. We might see. They gotta stay clear of Papa John's, that's for sure. I mean, he told me like 25 minutes ago that mine was in the oven, and it was not in the oven. So I just get frustrated with that place because it's stealing money, basically. And yeah, I don't know. I guess I should have unassigned from it, but I thought it was gonna be ready sooner, and now I'm going the wrong way, so I don't know where the heck this delivery is. Okay. Let's not make a U-turn right here. Let's hope that nobody saw me doing a rolling stop right there. So yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. So we were doing good up until 8 o'clock, and we had $85. Now we got an $8 order that takes us 1 hour, 45 minutes to get it, and another 10 minutes to deliver it, and then another 10 minutes to get back, and then it's already like 9:10 10 after 9 or so. So, yeah. Anyway, I would like to get $100. I mean, I thought I was on my way to get like 120 tonight, but that didn't happen. It's not gonna happen. I blame Papa John's. But this is at least we had a good night, right? I can't say anything other than that. We've had a good night. I'm going to try to I don't know, we'll just see how I feel by the time I deliver this order, and then we'll jump back on and see what it is. So I'm gonna pause, I'm gonna deliver this, and then I'll jump back on afterwards. Alright guys, I'm gonna see if I'll get my little light going here, if I can. I don't know how it works. There we go. And where the microphone is way over here, because I got it charging. So that delivery, this is what I don't like, is I accepted an order and then I turned it down and it said it won't affect anything, but it shows that offers accepted 7 out of 8. So while I was in Papa John's, I got another order. I accepted it, and I asked them, and they was like, oh no, that's gonna be a while. And I waited 40 minutes on a $8.23 order, right? So that last one was $8.23. It was $3.25 base pay with a $4.98 tip. So $8.23. So that puts me at 4 hours and 53 minutes and 7 out of 8 orders for $93.01. So not a bad night. I'm gonna go out of here. I'm gonna try to go back over to a different part of town to see if I can get maybe one more order just to put us over the top and maybe regret it. But I'm just gonna do one more order as far away as I can get. Now granted, I was 18 minutes away from Papa John's earlier, and they sent me an order for Papa John's, and I'm like, but if I get Papa John's, I will decline, because you're going to be sitting there waiting for probably 50 minutes or more, and I cannot be doing that. So I'm going to head over and sneak around the back way over to another part of town. I can promise you right now, I'm in the zone for Papa John's, because they are probably looking for. When I left there was at least 5 people waiting, and they probably had 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 people in there. There were more than 4 when I got there. Some of them were still there after I left. So, yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. But, yeah, there was a lot of people there. And they were all DoorDash people. So, I don't know what's going on here. My light's falling over. And I can't see when it's shooting up like that. But, I don't know how I've been doing this, but my dashing in the dark light is not working out so well tonight. And it's not even an episode of Dashing in the Dark right now. So, because I'm still doing the same dash. It's just going to be an extended dash, because I'm not going to do a separate dash for one more delivery. So we're just going to stick with this one, and this will be like a half regular video and a half Dashing in the Dark. It just won't get a title. So, I don't come down this road very often, and it's for a reason. It's really narrow, man, lots of trees, and it's really dark, and yeah. I would come down this road a lot more if my neighborhood would build the road out the back to come out on this road. There we go. Oh my. Alright, I'm gonna accept it. It's $9.50 for $10, and it's 2 drop-offs from Little Caesars. So that's gonna be my last one for the night. Puts me over the $100 mark. And fingers crossed, Little Caesars will have these orders out when I get there. I hope it's the Little Caesars in Bryant. It looks, heck, I don't know where it is, to tell you the truth. It says it's 8 minutes, 4 miles away. I don't know which Little Caesars it is. Yeah, it's the one in Bryant. So, we will go to the Little Caesars in Bryant and pick these up and get them delivered. So, yeah, it's kind of frustrating sitting around for 40 minutes, knowing we could have got some other orders out in that time frame, at least 1 or 2 other ones, and all that for $8.23. I made less money in an hour before, so it is what it is. So we're gonna go deliver these 2 orders and try to be home by 10. I don't know, maybe I can be home by 10. It said about 10 miles for the 2 orders, and it was not quite $10. So I think it said $9.50. Maybe, well, I don't remember. But anyway, whatever it is, I'm gonna do my best to be getting some bonus tips out of these 2 orders, but who knows? We'll see. And maybe I won't, but I'll be over $100. So that's the main thing for tonight. And yeah. So I'm gonna pause this. We'll catch you back after I pick up the food and get going, and we'll knock this thing out. So be back in a minute. All right, guys. We have our first stop programmed in. We're going 2.5 miles, 6 minutes. I think it's like a retirement center or rehab facility. I'm not real sure, but it's what it looks like. So yeah. But it has an apartment number, so I don't know if it's for a patient there or if it's for a worker or what. But I don't think it is actually an apartment complex, so I don't know. We'll see. We shall see when we get there. The other one, I don't know how far away the other one is. Hopefully not that far. Fingers crossed anyway. So yeah, not doing the traditional dashing in the dark tonight, just because I don't know, probably should have. I thought about shutting it down when it was still daylight and we were driving 20 minutes back from out in the woods, but I didn't. And then we kind of just like spent an hour waiting on some pizza. So now we're at another pizza place in the hopes of getting some extra tips. It's not looking good because they're 2 fairly small orders, so they're probably like $2 base pay with a $2.50 tip on one, and a $2 base pay and a $2 tip on the other. Is my guess anyway. part of this could be that also DoorDash tends to merge the base pay. When you have two, you don't get two base pays. You get like one base pay, which is crap to me. They should be giving you two base pays, not just the one. Also, whatever happened? Like this kind of tells you that the market is saturated, because last year I was constantly getting bonus. I don't know what they called it. I can't remember, but it was like like an extra, like $1 per order or $2.50 per order or something like that. And it's like you could rack up some orders and get decent with that bonus money. And I can't remember what they called it, but it was pretty good. And I got it all the time, but I really think there's too many dashers down here now. So anyway, I don't know. It's interesting. It is interesting. It is interesting. So, yeah. I said earlier, sometimes it does get frustrating. We had a really good night going, and then it just kind of went to crap there in the last 2 hours. So I'm gonna have 6 hours of time in tonight, and I was well over $25 an hour at one point. And I've said this before, and I still believe it, that if we want to call it a conspiracy theory, then we can call it that. I see that I'm talking in the dark and not just dashing in the dark. But my conspiracy theory is the fact that if you have a really good night going on, that's what I hate about this place. I can't see the freaking entrance to it. Where's the entrance? There's no way to see the entrance. It's just, it's like, is there a road here? Yes, hopefully there's a road here. You can see it in the daylight. You cannot see it at dark. There's a guy backing out, but he's not moving fast enough, so I'm just gonna go. Now the crazy thing, I drove by here earlier and they had all these old folks out here and they were shooting fireworks off for them. So I guess I'm not gonna park inside there because it's like a little tiny one-way. It's not wide enough to get 2 cars through, so if an ambulance or something shows up, then they're kind of screwed. So, but my conspiracy theory is the fact that if you're doing really well, then by the end of the night you will not be, because they will throttle you, and they throttled me hard. All right, I'll be back. All right, that was interesting. I was in a rehab facility, and it looks like I have a black dot on my head. It's just shadows. All right, so the last one, 3 miles away, takes 8 minutes. I don't know why I have that shadow up there. It's making me weird. What is that? I don't know why. I don't remember seeing that before. Where is that coming from? I don't know where that's coming from. Why is that showing up like that? Maybe it's the light from outside. Probably it is. Yeah. That's why. That's why. There's a spotlight outside the building there. Must turn on headlights. And how do I get out of this place? This Right, they should put lights. They should put lights at the entrance of this place. Alright. Alright, let me figure out, where did they hide? Pause orders. Directions. Because I don't want to take a chance on getting another order. It is 9:33. Now this thing has gone from 6 minutes up to 7 minutes and less mileage. I don't know what happened. Oh, alright, so DoorDash. So the good, the bad of DoorDash. We've seen both sides of it tonight. I promise you there was some frustrated people sitting in that Papa John's waiting on orders, because every single one of us understands that we make money by delivering food, and when the food isn't available to deliver, we can't make the money, right? When you got a $5 order and it takes you 40 minutes, or even an $8 order and it takes you 40 minutes, that is really just not acceptable for what we're doing. Now, it is what it is, so it is what it is. But yeah, so this is something I'm going to share here, and I know it's late in this video, and probably no one will ever hear this, but maybe. But I'm really seriously thinking about what I can do not to change this channel, because it is what it is, right? But to kind of float an idea to where it's still me going out doing DoorDashes like this. Maybe not just, I don't know. I still do the rambling and things like that. But I'm thinking seriously about how can we do something different. Like, can I put together like a show that would be like, hey, here's a live question and answer session with someone else who DoorDashes, and we just get them on our channel, sit there with I don't know what you call it, a WebEx or a FaceTime of some sort, some kind of a video sharing deal where we can show my face and their face on the screen at the same time, and have a conversation. But I have a series of questions that we would go through, and I would let them know up front what the questions are going to be, and let them know that sometimes I don't stay on course up front, but still. But this would be the gist of what we would talk about and that. So just to get different people's perspective on DoorDashing, and maybe so that we can all learn from it, So if anybody has any thoughts about that, I think that to me would be kind of an interesting little human interest story, a way for people that are interested in DoorDashing and haven't taken that leap of faith, that kind of stuff. I don't know, something I'm thinking about. And I'm interested in. I don't know. In the age that we are in, that more and more stuff like that is coming about. And I don't know, I enjoy sometimes the reality with anything that I do that I feel comfortable enough to talk about is when I feel like I have either something to say or I have developed some kind of, I wouldn't call it expertise, but something where I'm not just a novice. And the door dashing is something that I've developed over the last year and a half to where I know some of the ins and outs. I don't claim to know everything, but I do know some of the ins and outs. And yeah, it might be interesting to hear from other people that are doing it as well. So anyway, that is an idea that has popped up in my head over the last week or two, and then I just have to sit down and figure out the logistics of it, right? So, and you know, figure out what's if it's feasible, if anybody would ever want to do it. Obviously, there's plenty of people doing YouTube with door dashing and making, I don't know if they're making money at it or not, but people are doing videos. So I'm making videos. Obviously, I'm not making money at it. I don't have a channel that is monetized. So how else can we get things out there? You can do an affiliate link. I hate these addresses because I can't see anybody's houses. Alright, people, I'm gonna assume this is it. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I can't see the numbers when there's no light on the number. Alright, I'm gonna run in this food and then we'll tally things up. So, I'll be right back. Alright. So, we have a total of $9.50. Base pay $4.75. One tip was $1.75. The other tip was $3. So $4.75 in base pay, $4.75 in tips. So, which put us at $102.51. 8 out of 9 offers